This is Too Far Enterprises, and the more I thought about it, well, the angrier I got. We all in the black community, African, Indian, I don't give a dog what it is, someone has just offended the whole community. She's trying to get free publicity. Her name is Gomez, okay? And that ought to tell you enough. But she said that Juneteenth was ratchet. So Opal Lee, who gave most of her life to try to give us some type of dignity, and annually we are now able to celebrate Juneteenth as a federal holiday, but somebody just spit on Juneteenth and our efforts to get what is owed to us. I don't talk reparation, I call it a debt, okay? But I'm gonna show you exactly how people feel about us, and they have just given us a good enough reason to stop trying to go it alone, using all these different factions to represent the black community. We ought to have one common goal right now, and is make sure that Gomez does not get the office that she seeks in Missouri. We need to call our brothers and sisters. We need to coordinate. I'm actually asking for a call of action. I'm willing to do whatever I can in that cause. But let's look at ratchet. Calling someone ratchet has historically meant you think they had no class, a lack of proper upbringing, but they don't know it. It was especially used for a woman considered promiscuous or trashy. Well, that seems like that describes Ms. Gomez to a T. So, I mean, I don't know of anybody else that used that, but I know Ms. Opal Lee has always carried herself with dignity and respect. That's why the president actually signed that, Joe Biden. So if she has a problem with anything, she needs to take it up with Joe Biden. But she took it up with the black community. And if anything should bring us together, it should be when somebody slapped the piss out you and you stand up there and you take it. Now, this is what has been said.
Reparations from slavery and black victimization is about to be shoved down our throats for the most ratchet holiday in America. BLM raised millions, but what did they do for black lives? It is outrageous to see people asking for reparations even though they never went through slavery. These ungrateful people should be celebrated because they were born the greatest nation to ever exist. Here's a tip. If you don't like America, get the fuck out.
So now she's standing up there with a bulletproof vest on and looks like carbine or M16 in her hand, and so she's sending us a message, a clear message. Trump is sending us a message. The Democrats are sending us a message. And the message is they don't give a damn about us. But we already knew that. Now, what I am definitely not trying to do is to give her free publicity. What I would like to do is, like sometimes you have a bug and that bug bothers you. So you need to squash it, okay? And y'all know in my community what I mean by squash it. So if anything, can we get together on this one issue here and go from there? Because if we to get together as a voting bloc, especially y'all in Missouri, y'all can make sure she never achieves her goal. And you can put enough pressure on Trump to make him absolve himself from even knowing her. But I'm asking the black community to at least one time get together and make sure this kind of thing does not happen again. Now, one of the things that we have to understand is that she used the word reparations. I want to address that first. You can use that if you're in the black community, if you would like, but this is a debt that's owed, okay? This debt is no different than any other debt that you may have to pay. The only thing is it lasted for hundreds of years, and the second thing is that nobody has gone through what we have gone through, and this country was built on the backs of black slaves, okay? The flag is drenched with black blood. She talks about a lot of things that she knows nothing about. Some of the first people to get killed in some of these wars that they had no business being on the front line in was black people, but they won't tell you that. They won't tell you, you know, the night of Paul Revere, there was a black man on that road also talking about the British were coming. They won't tell you a lot of things that Washington, D.C. was put together. The clock, the Big Ben, you know, was put together by a black man, okay, a slave. They won't tell you about the forefathers of this country and what they did. Now, she also addressed if they and if we are born in this country. Every square foot of this earth that a black man sets on, he was the first usually to get there. Most people don't like it and they've tried to hide it. And most people, like especially Gomez, is ignorant to the fact. But Africans populated this earth, whether you like it or not. And Miss Gomez has African blood in her. But sometimes when you rape too much, you know, you get used to it. You start liking, the rapists. You know what I'm saying? You start representing the rapists. So one of the things that I would ask is, like I said, a call to action. She has shot like a bow. They call it a blast over your bow in the Navy. That's right before war. I'm not asking for war, but I am asking for us to get together to make sure that we make everybody in this world know that as a voting bloc, we can take down candidates and we can actually get the things that we want. So please, let us join together. Get angry about this, but don't get mad. They say get even. No, we don't want to even get even. We just want what's owed to us. And you know what? We wouldn't even be having this conversation if some stupid person didn't open their mouth. But you know what? That's okay, because everything is for a reason. She gave us a reason to unite. She gave us a reason to get our preachers off of their big fat behinds out of the church and into the streets. She gave us a reason for Mr. Moria of the NAACP to get involved. She gave us a reason for the BLM, Black Lives Matter, to ask you, what the hell are you doing? This is Too Far Enterprises, and I'm just talking about what I feel. But this whole goddamn country should be feeling something right about now when somebody comes out, a lone wolf, and starts howling at your community, and you can't even get a whisper back out of your community. Once again, this is not about likes, it's not about shares, it ain't about subscribing. This is about our community, this is about voting, this is about our lives. Too Far Enterprises.